mini split with 3 mini splits, 2 9,000 BTUs and 1 18,000 BTUs. Okay, so this is the big event. Now that I got everything wrapped and I got the hole cut out, and of course, when I cut it out, I hit a stud, so I had to move over the hole. Got the first unit on the wall, and I'm gonna get this second unit. And we got the high-low pressure line, drain line, and electrical line wrapped up. Using the bed here as a helper, I am using the bed to help me basically hold it steady while I push the line through. Not only do I have to push it through, but I have to push it up onto the deck so it can get over to the compressor that way. But right now I'm just trying to get it out the window, or excuse me, out the hole and onto the deck. Get your ass up there, you son of a bitch. Fuck out of here, motherfucker. Alright, I think I got it up there on one. Alright, got those on there. And then once it's twisted off enough, you can probably grab it with your hand and twist it. Alright, and you'll hear it. That's a good thing. Like I said, it's just the test refrigerant that's coming out of the unit. If you do not hear that, that's a bad sign. That means that there might be a leak somewhere in this line here. High and low pressure lines connected to the coil, properly taped. Now I need to tape all of everything, the drain line, electrical, and these high and low pressure lines all together to come out this way right here. Pivot this down a little bit so when the lines come out, they slope down towards gravity. All right, to where you need it to be. All right. I do a real slow turn on it before I speed it up. Get the rest of it pushed through and then the unit on the wall. So this is quite a process, but let's get it done. All right. So you can't really bend these lines too awful much. You have to be really careful when you're putting them in the hole. That's what she said. All right. There we go. All right. Let's get it on the wall. Get that pushed out more. All right. Let's go. All right. Alright, got it. Got it on its hooks. Let's get it inside its little latches. Yep, there it goes. Alright, we are good. Nice. Alright. Rock and roll. One right here, and I'm gonna mark it here. It's gonna be the mini split breaker. Alright. So we got, and I'm gonna put your piece of trim back in here so that's all covered up. All right, so we got the wire going to the AC disconnect and the wire going over the fence instead of going through it. And since the 6-foot power whip is only so long, I had to get another power whip to go to the actual compressor. And because I'm needing a new power whip, I gotta splice these two power whips together. Okay, I got those all spliced together. So now let's close up that box. Okay, and on this side of the fence, we got the AC disconnect all wired, ready to go. And then everything in the electrical box put into the breaker there. I got it marked mini splits for that last breaker there, and I put the trim back on the wall. The vacuum pump of the lines right now. And while I wait for the vacuum pump to do its thing, I'll sit over here and take a few minutes to enjoy the view. The vacuum pump has been going for about 15 to 20 minutes. So we can go ahead and turn off the vacuum pump. There's that one. There's that one. Okay, now you got a little bit of refrigerant on each line. Now you want to take this one off. There you go. Get the cap on there. There you go. All right. Can you hear it? Condenser. All right, so that's working. Rock and roll. Everything's cooling on the inside. Rock and roll, that one's ready. All right. Let's turn it off. It's nice and cool. Nice and cool. All right, everything's powering off there. All right, this goes in its holder on the wall. You can feel it all the way over here, and it's nice and cool. It's very quiet. You can see the temperature right there on the unit. So let's turn that off. All right, you see the vent close. All right, and then we're gonna put the remote control there in its holder. And that's a wrap. I'm standing way back over here by the front entrance, and I can feel the air all the way over here. Probably can't hear it too well. It's really quiet. So let's go over by the unit. You can probably hear it just a little bit more there. You can see the temperature there on the unit. All right. And that's a wrap. I always try to leave any work area, any home that I work in, completely clean, whether it's boring out holes in the wall or whatever I do. Try to make sure I sweep up, clean up, and leave everything the way I found it, if not better. All right, so that's a wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the unit. I put the remote on the wall. So let's go ahead and turn it off. Here we go. All right, and you'll see it close.